Hello guys, this is Dama 2. I am here once again with my buddy Lokari. We're going to be building some stuff. I just started work on a battle cruiser here not too long ago. Lokari, what do you plan on building today?
A dedicated anti-aircraft cruiser.
Oh yeah, we kind of talked about that the other day, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay. You're going to be using those cannons that you were showing me the other day that we put in the airship? Okay. Well, let me make sure I got the stream up here on my phone so I can monitor chat. And I'm going to send out a few links and we'll get going. Let's see, I'll put one there. And up here in the announcements. All right. I think I'm good to go. Hey Dan, what's going on? I was gonna work on a cruiser for a battle cruiser for finest hour. Lokari is going to be working on a dedicated anti-air cruiser. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And right now, actually, I think I'm gonna spawn in a platform. Okay. You can join us in voice chat if you want there, Dan. I'm streaming this from the Discord. I thought I... There we go. Alright, I'm trying to decide on how big I want to make these guns. I'm kind of tempted to go with the 8-meter. 8-meter twin barrel, maybe like 400 millimeter.
I see.
That's what I'm thinking anyway. But I'm not quite sure how big of a turret I want just yet. I think I'll start with a 13 by 13 and see how that looks. Okay, I just thought I'd offer, Dan. You're not like on meth or anything, are you, Dan? Let's see here. Local open controller. We'll just pop this guy here. Hey, kid, what's going on? High on life, you say, Dan. Okay.
So I'm going to do something crazy and use a semi-armor piercing as a anti-aircraft round.
Ooh. Alright, well, let us know how that works for you. Oh, you're working on that guide? Awesome, okay.
Yeah, I've seen the guides.
I think, yeah, he's been posting them in the Discord. They look pretty good,
Yeah.
honestly. Oh, crap, I forgot that. There we go. Hey, Lee. Hope you doing alright. Dama's attempting some three-point Tetris, I believe it's called. By the way, guys, if any of you want to voice chat with us, we are in the Discord right now in the general voice chat. This thing's probably going to need a shitload of cooling. I'm glad you like it, Lee. Super Battleship collab, you say? Okay. They're making quads. Okay. Yeah, I did leave some room for that. In the front and the rear of the turret. Actually... let's hope that's tall enough.
It took me a while to actually figure out the button combination for the prefab, quick access to prefabs.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think one of my favorite parts of a new build is when you build and test the new guns.
Same here.
The obligatory Marauder tests, love it.
Mm-hmm.
You're making quads, and do you have a prototype? 13 by 13. Okay. How big a loader are you using that? Here, let's see. Yeah, I want to go like that. And I think I want these to go that way instead. Yes. Lee agrees. He says guns are objectively the best part. I would have to concur with that.
Yep.
There we go. I just wanted to strip all that out so I could see what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so this right up here would be yeah, that'd be the top. So they'd have to come up to about here, I believe. Does a 10-meter tall turret not including the neck and cap? What do you mean by loader? What is the size of the loader that you're using? Or are you doing cram? Sounds like you might be doing cram now, if that's the case. Yeah, I could see why you'd want to do something a bit bigger if you were meg testing there. Actually, I think I want these to be widened a bit. Okay. Yeah, I thought you might have been talking about APS there. Quad barrel Tetris for that could be very interesting, not gonna lie. Now let's see here, we want this to be a 400 millimeter shell, yeah. That's pretty good kinetic damage, honestly. Hell, I think I'll just stick with this.
Quick question, Dama. Can you come over here and see if my 152 millimeter gun here is actually working?
Sure, what you need me to do?
Just see its stats wise, because I want to get its fire rate down.
Right now you are at 45.6. Your intake... Okay, you need more cooling, like a lot more cooling. Is that what you needed to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how much its total fire rate do I have?
At the minute, it has a 45.6.
And its maximum fire rate?
It can go up to 63.6. Only thing you're missing is coolers. Lee says Quad Tetris is actually not that bad, just involves basic proportions and occasional subtraction. Okay. Just the last time I tried making a quad cram, and from the depths, it was back when I was using Wellner's cram cakes.
Alright, add barrels and the mountlet. That should change its cooling rate.
Okay, you are at 63.6. Your cooling limit's a little high, but your cooling limit's at like 80 right now. Did you just like drop the size of the shell was all, or?
No.
Okay.
I add barrels.
Yeah.
Because barrels actually help with cooling, surprisingly. These are still rather quick shells at 1,300 meters per second.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Not at all. It looks like I might be able to get about 15 RPM out of these battle cruiser guns, I think.
$10,000 meters. This thing can engage 10 kilometers away from the ship.
Now that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yep.
Oops. Damn, I forgot to add some input feeders. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it yet. Is there a way I can just look up how much the turret itself costs? Belkari, you know?
No.
Okay. Actually, I think I might be able to squeeze a little bit more out of this if I do this and this. I guess that's something I could try looking at, Dan, yeah? Give me a moment.
No, there's days I simply forget you. Our gun lost the data.
Hit Q on the APS? Okay. I'll be frank, guys, I don't really look at cost all that often.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, let's see what that does as far as our cooling. That's a bit better. And that brought us up to 12.5. Mind you, Dama's still got to find a way to add recoil absorbers. They think you forgot the recoil absorption there, Lokari. Yeah, Dama's going to need a lot more recoil absorption for this, I think. And there's my cat. Attention starved again. It's like he knows when I'm streaming somehow. We are getting closer. Use the back corners. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly. I may just run some coolers in there for the moment. Thank you for reminding me those were there. And let's see here. Ooh, yeah, that helped out a lot, actually. So, 18.5. Okay. Still needs some more recoil absorption, but that's fine. Looks like it just needs a little more recoil absorption, but let's run some more of these down here. Seventeen point seven, 17.7. $18.3, 18.5 exactly. Awesome. Alright. Glad I got most of that to fit inside the turret itself. What about muzzle brakes? You asking me if I want to use them? Let's see here. Inaccuracy 25. Inaccuracy of 0.19. I guess it does still need a little more recoil dampening, yeah. Okay.
Every gun needs a little bit more recoil dampening.
Mm-hmm. Trying to decide on where I want to put these. I think I might have a few ideas. Okay, did that give me enough? We're getting warmer.
If you can't get enough recoil absorption, tracers.
Oh no, I think I'd fire too slow for tracers to be that much help.
No, they still help.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, I got a crazy idea I'm going to try here. This is something I usually do when I have a lot of room in the neck and I can just put a bunch of coolers in there. So I could take these off.
Thing.
Yeah. Well, Curry gets it. Alright, so that means I could start taking off these. And I think I could take off a pair of those. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay. Let's see here. We want... Actually, I think I want heavy armor for the front here. Alright, let's see here. I think I just want to go back to regular metal beams. In case anyone was wondering, that hole off there in the distance is what I'm going to be putting these turrets into. Actually, I don't know if I want it that big, but we'll see how it looks. So, did any one of you want to try pitching some ideas what to name this thing when it's done? Oh, thank you. Kevin, I hope you don't mind the nickname that I gave you on the Discord. It seemed quite fitting, honestly. Yeah, if you want to hop into voice chat with us, you're always welcome to do so. That's kind of why I do it from the Discord. Just feel like it's a fun way to connect with the rest of you guys. I want to do something like this. Nah, I don't like how that looks. Sweet child of mine. We'll put that in the maybe pile. Okay, so I'm just going to plop these guys in here, try to get an idea of where I'd like to place them. I'd like to get 4 of these turrets in here. I think it's something like that. And I want to leave a bit of room for propulsion stuff back here. And we're going to have that and that and that and that. No Barracuda. Maybe you do need a little bit of rest there, Dan. What the hell do you stay up all night doing? It makes me wonder. Yeah, these guns are gonna hurt. Okay, so I want to do another layer of metal armor here. And I'll probably put in another bit here in a second. I'm using the color blue here so I can just kind of mark off where I've armored, so I don't accidentally double up.
Or you don't want to?
Yes. Okay. 7 days to die and some FTD. Okay. How is that build going for you that you wanted some help with? I'm guessing you're still tinkering with it? I've been wanting to give Satisfactory a go at some point myself, just haven't gotten around to getting it. It seems like me, Lilkari, and Ion are always finding new games that we want to do multiplayer runs of, but we get distracted with something else usually.
I've actually played Satisfactory before.
What'd you think?
It's 3 Factorio, minus the biters.
Yes.
So, playing on peaceful worlds.
They still have some of those animals that can like kill you, but probably not as aggressive as the biters, though. Biters seem very territorial.
Yeah, the biters are very territorial in Factorio.
Oh shit, damn, I forgot the mirror line. Oh well.
No, you do that every now and again.
Yes. Not happy with it and caught something borderwise in Gmodism are doing with armor, so you decided to restart. Okay. Satisfactory just released to alpha the 6th update. Okay, it's out of experimental. That's good to know.
Hell, even when it was on beta, it was actually a pretty decent game. Excuse me. Early access on the Epic Games Store.
So, Lukari, what would you consider the most tedious part of an FTD build?
Honestly, designing the hall.
Really? Okay. For me, it's armoring. And shields is a very close second.
A second for me would be the superstructure.
Superstructures can be a bit of a pain in the ass, yes. I can take longer on a superstructure than I can on a hull. $18? Okay.
Okay, this hall is actually kind of interesting to look at. Which was I going for?
That's very understandable, Kevin. Kevin says the most tedious thing is to update things. I don't even know if I bother with... Yeah, I don't think I really bother with updating things. I usually just build new shit from scratch.
Yeah. Especially if they completely change a mechanic or remove an object.
With Dominion and Dama stuff, there wasn't too many bad things that happened with that, except there was some kind of bug that like turned some of the parts of the rudders sideways. I was kind of annoyed with that. But honestly, I just kind of wish that they would stop making updates to the game entirely, so you know, then people could actually make proper tutorial videos without them being outdated in a few months.
Yeah.
It's kind of the reason why I've been so reluctant to do any here lately. I don't think many people would blame me for that. Is Satisfactory multiplayer?
It is.
That might influence my decision a bit.
I don't have it. Main reason why is because I'm still kind of pissed off at the production crew making it early access, a exclusive deal with Epic Games. I don't mind Coffee Stain Studios; they do pretty good games. I just don't like the producers.
Yeah, I've heard there's been some shady business practices going on involving that shit.
I'm especially looking at you, Deep Silver.
Okay then. Oops.
For those who don't know, look up Metro Exodus on their net and and Epic Games, and you'll understand why I really don't like that producer anymore.
At least they're not as bad as EA. I think EA is its own separate kind of hell.
Yeah, I think those do as well.
Yes, I am familiar with it. I I don't think I'd put much stock into that, be honest with you, Dan.
Do you see? Because I'm don't have the stream up on my end.
Uh, Basically, it's like a checkerboard pattern of metal and wood.
Hmm.
Gmodism used it for his Draconia, I believe, for his Clash of the Noobs. Yeah, it seems pretty well armored back here. Alright, gonna do a couple of layers of alloy here. To be honest with you, Dan, I would just rather use alloy. Alloy is much more resistant to damage. And it's even lighter than wood. It's going to be more expensive, but in From the Depths you usually get what you pay for.
Yep.
But I have found that metal alloy composites can be pretty good. Heavy armor alloy, pretty good too. Especially since it's going to help out a lot with buoyancy. Honestly, I don't really use wood for a whole lot. Usually wood I have that reserved for making very cheap units like material gatherers, material transports, stuff I don't expect to see getting into combat. On a lot of my ships I do use wood, but that's only for the purpose of having bulkheads. Just very, very cheap bulkheads. I've seen people use alloy for it, but that kind of gets a little pricey. I mean, if you're just doing bulkheads. Really? That's funny. I don't even remember where the hell I got it from. I think I've seen some guy on the official Discord doing it over there. But I have been on the official Discord in years.
Didn't they ban you?
One time, yes.
One time.
Well, yeah, I told Beastman to go fuck himself.
I'm guessing he was a moderator?
I really don't care. Someone deleted someone's post on the FTD forums, and I got angry, and yeah. Then I said that, well, there's a certain developer involved. And he was deleting posts that disagreed with things that he said. Which...
That sounds like a developer we know so well.
Yes.
That we don't even need to say his name.
Yes. Or don't want to, fearing that you will, like a Candyman scenario, you know?
Mm.
Soft people? How do you mean soft people? Soft as... what?
Emotionally, mental health wise, Twitter.
So soft as in...
Unable to take criticism healthily.
Yeah, I could see that.
In the book world, these people are called snowflakes.
In the psych world, these are called narcissists.
Yes.
Don't ever tell them that their shit stinks because then you made an enemy for life.
Oh no, someone I don't like and don't want to deal with.
Yesterday, there were people talking about North Edge, the giant ship with 9 crammed terminals with Bible verses. The E-Lord May were complaining about the homosexuals verses. Soft people well, they cry a lot about everything, and they're really irrational.
Sounds like a political group I know of.
No, let's stay off that topic.
Yep. Politics. The great ender of friendships.
Yeah, I'm painfully aware of that.
Sounds like you're talking from experience.
I have blocked a few people on Facebook over that stuff, if that's what you're talking about. But, yeah.
Yeah, I unintentionally made a triple hull. Oh well.
A triple hull.
Triple thick bomb hull.
What's wrong with that?
Just pointed it out. It's like, oh, well, this is interesting.
I think I'm going to do one more layer of alloy on this guy, and I think maybe some kind of spall liner. Now, it's funny though. I have known a narcissist for most of my life, and something that he regularly said is that I was always very antisocial. Guess what the new technical term is for narcissistic personality disorder?
What?
Antisocial personality disorder.
Boy, that sounds like a narcissist went, hey, this definition is bad for me. Let me fix that.
Well, the thing about a lot of them is they'll never seek treatment because,
A narcissist.
yes, because then that would be admitting that they're wrong about something. And that completely goes against their worldview, for lack of a better term. Some people call it a false narrative. I almost went down that road myself, and thankfully, with the help of my wife and a lot of work, I put a lot of that stuff behind me.
Good.
Wasn't easy. Then again, things that are worth doing are usually very hard to do. Self-delusion, yes. That's pretty much what it is. Basically, from what I understand it's I can't really describe it in any way better than a delusion. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term, delusion is almost like a hallucination, except it's more of a belief than an actual.
Hallucination.
Yes, hallucinations are more like
You see something that isn't there.
or hear something that isn't there. In case you guys didn't know, Dama is a psychology major. But yes, there is a lot of self-delusion going on. It's for a lot of those people, it's just easier for them to live in their own fantasy world than to realize that maybe, I don't know, they're part of the problem.
And like, and now I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Something also interesting that they do is something called projection. Are you familiar with this concept at all, Lokari?
Yeah, they generally project their faults onto others.
Yes. That is exactly what's going on. Basically, it's almost like they tell on themselves, which is kind of weird in a way. But honestly, if a narcissist is accusing you of doing something that you didn't do, then typically that means that's something that they're doing.
Yeah.
I think of it as a very shitty poker face.
Yep. It's like, I don't have the 2 3s you're looking for. Alright, you have 2 3s I'm looking for. How did you know?
Something like that. Um, that's kind of the weird thing about it, Kevin. A lot of these people who have this condition usually comes from childhood. Like, they are repressed in the mind of a 3-year-old, where they throw temper tantrums when they don't get their way. It's also, when they do this, it's called narcissistic rage. For those people who have no idea how it works, it can be quite terrifying the first time you experience it.
Oh, that really does sound like a political party that's currently active.
Hmm.
Maybe they are nothing more than a bunch of narcissists.
But the weird thing is, with narcissists, it's almost like they put their emotional pain up on a pedestal, and they act like that makes them entitled to everything, even other people. What?
Boy, that really does sound like a political party right now.
Honestly, I think both of them are hosed because I think it's just all become a bunch of lobbying more than anything right now. That's as far as I'm going to go on that. But
That's kind of the main reason why I get the name said political party.
I know,
Everyone knows
I know.
it.
Honestly, I think they're both pretty fucked up. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, one side's a bunch of idiots, the other side's a bunch of cowards.
Sometimes they flip flop a bit. How do I want to? I probably should just paint these while I'm working on it. There we go. Well, here's the thing, Kevin. Something that I have been learning a lot from these type of people is it's like the world is slowly more geared towards them, especially with a lot of social media that's going on. Hell, I
Yep.
had to give up Facebook because I got sick of knowing what everyone else's opinion was. I liked the world better when I didn't know, oddly enough. And I think a lot of you people here listening to me, you probably wouldn't blame me for doing so.
Nope. Even I'm getting sick and tired of what they're saying. Especially about me when they never met me and just know about my very basic political ideas. Everyone wants to know I'm a centrist. But the funny thing about my central point is I'm only 1 point left and half a point down on the political compass.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah. And the funny thing is I'm also my personality is an architect, or at least the assertive architect.
I could see that. Yet it seems like you lean towards one party, you kind of go communist, you lean towards the other too far, and you kind of go fascist. It's very strange like that.
Uh, Here's the thing about the fascism, though, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me with this, but fascism is actually left-winging. Believe it or not, it's
Some could say democracy is left wing also.
no, actually, fascism is actually left-wing. It sits between socialism and communism, though.
Hmm.
Everyone will point out, but they were capitalists. Yeah, and guess which party those capitalist people were forced to follow if they didn't want their company to be, let's just say, acquired underneath new management. So yeah, they appear to be capitalists from the outside, but internal workings, they were socialists and communists in the insides. You also had your secret police, your
Gestapo.
Gestapos, a fanatical a fanatical what it? Devotion to a single leader. You know, all the things that make socialism and communism.
So it's not so much as the policies, it's just having the leadership all centralized into a single person that scares you.
And more lines of having a centralized government is what scares me, because the government is woefully unprepared and incapable of actually doing a centralized planning. If you want to know why, just look at America's history. You'll find that there's several government companies that failed. Hell, the telegram nearly collapsed thanks to the government. It wasn't until an entrepreneur of the private market took over that it succeeded.
Maybe I ought to back off this a bit. I think we're getting a little passionate.
Yeah, let's do that.
Dan says, I told someone he was a libertarian and they freaked because obviously that meant I was the other party in disguise. Um, I'm very familiar with what a libertarian is, but yeah, it's not what people think it means.
Nope.
Bellwether for a long time. They took complained about by the leaders if they are complaining about something that affects me. They might just be doing fine. Okay. Maybe it's just easier to assume that everyone's stupid. I don't know.
Honestly, that works for me.
Fair enough.
But yeah, a lot of people don't know. When it comes to politics, it's somewhat decisive, somewhat not. But most of the time, people don't know what they're talking about.
I'd have to agree.
Especially when it comes to political opponents.
Oops. That's the wrong... Okay. Actually, let's do this. Oh, damn you. Hey, Jexia. Hope you're doing okay today. So this thing's going to be rocking 3 7-meter props.
Alright.
I can actually move this up a bit. It's meant to be a battle cruiser, so I want to give it just a little bit more speed. Let's see here. Can I... Yep. Jexia, we're over in the Discord if you want to hang out in there. Completely up to you, of course. Just letting you know.
Yes, that works. Oh, do you know there's actually a game out there that actually bankrupt an entire state?
Was it Korea?
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
United States. More specifically, Ohio.
How did they pull that off?
Basically, it was the Kingdom of Almara game.
Mm-hmm.
And a scammer kept basically calling the same company over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
different names, in trying to invest, which eventually effectively bankrupt the entire state.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, wow, you bankrupt an entire state.
That is honestly moderately impressive.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Oops. Okay, I still need to put barbettes around these. Or as some might call them, the turret well. Ducking out and checking on satisfactory. My map has not been working since last updates, so hoping I won't need to uninstall and reinstall later. I hope that doesn't mean you lost your progress there, Dan. That would suck balls. As many of these goddamn ships I build, I should just be like prefabbing these barbettes every time. Oh yeah, just a heads up for you guys out there. Dama's going to be going on vacation here with a few friends and going to go see Sabaton in Dallas.
Oh, oh, I hope you have fun.
I'll be sure to have some pictures for you guys. Last time I recorded on my phone doing Corollas Rex and what was the other one? I think it was Ghost Division. Yeah, I put that up on YouTube somewhere. Video's private, so I could avoid the copyright strikes. It was a pretty fun show. James is going to be coming with us, and my wife and her best friend, they're wanting to go see, what's the name of that band called? My Chemical Romance. Not horrible. Kevin says he's almost finished with his guide, although do have an entire section I'll need to edit. Also have fun with the vacation. Honestly, what we usually do on our vacations is we just play a shitload of Cards Against Humanity.
The game that brings out the worst of people, huh?
Yes, that is one way of describing it. Oh, shit far.
What happened?
I dropped the mirror line in the wrong place. Okay, let's try this crap again.
Hey, Dama, can you come back over here to see the fire rate of the gun again?
One moment. I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Alright.
So what's going on with your guns here?
I need the fire rate.
Okay, do we want to restart the game to try to see if we can't fix the desync there, or?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, let me just get to a good stopping point. Anyway, which fire rate are you wanting?
The one that currently can fire at.
Are you talking about the twin turret here, or are you talking about the...
Yeah, the twin turrets.
Yeah, it's saying no shell is loaded.
Are you sure you're looking at the same one?
You said the twin turret? 152 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, you're doing 63.9. Hello, Ion.
It's 3.9.
Glad to see you are joining us here. Would you like to hop in with us? Or is work kicking your ass again? Okay, no rush, Ian. Do we want to just wait till Ion hops in and then restart?
Yeah.
Okay, that works for me too. Okay, that's the one I want to get the prefab off of.
Okay, well, that's a mistake I need to fix first off.
What happened?
I built the turret backwards.
Ew. Not that hard to do.
You're not really paying attention to the orientation you put it in. Iron.
Ion!
Hello.
How's it going?
Not too bad, I guess. How about you guys?
I'm doing fine, just built the turret cap on backwards.
We've all done that.
That age-old classic.
Yes.
You having problems with your gun loading shells, though, Kai?
Yep.
I found that saving and then respawning it tends to fix that.
Well, we were going to restart when you showed up anyway, so let me know when you're at a good point for that, Lokari.
Yeah, let me just get the important thing done first.
I'm cracking open a beer again.
Nah, energy drink.
I know.
It's my own version of alcohol.
Oh, that's going to be very rude of me.
What?
The 76-2s can fire the 8 sap rounds as well.
Why don't you make them into a multi-shell, little Kari?
Yeah, I just have it be test fire. It's like, oh, let's see them fire these guns now. Bang, 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 bang. Looks over. Oh, those can accept the sap rounds. Oh.
You know, Lokari, I'm actually tempted to use those as anti-aircraft weapons for my battle cruiser here.
Do you mind if I resurrect a dead topic for just a few seconds?
Sure.
I guess.
Cards Against Humanity is one of the games that we've been thinking of doing among ourselves for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on the mythical to-do list.
Yes.
And I'm reminded of one that TB did way back when.
Total
where
Biscuit?
the opponent, where the opponent was, as memory serves, Mr. Rogers wielding Mjolnir, riding atop a T-Rex in a flaming tutu with a harem of fighting girls.
Honestly, that sounds pretty metal to me.
TB had an open wound in his gut at the time, and he was laughing so hard he actually had to leave the broadcast and go to hospital. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Maybe we
yeah,
ought to...
I'm good to go.
Okay. One quick thing here.
But yeah, I just wanted to leave that mental image for everyone. Though there was some debate about who was actually wearing the flaming tutu. Mr. Rogers, the T-Rex, or the harem of fighting girls.
Maybe all of the above?
I was just thinking, who was wearing the polo? Me or the shark? The answer, yes.
I think that's on it being the T-Rex that was wearing it, because of the order that the cards were played.
Alright, hop on in whenever you're ready, Ian.
I'm still booting to main menu.
Yeah, no rush, man.
But yeah, for those who don't know, that's a Mr. Torque quote from Borderlands 2. And I think the full quote is, "Meanwhile, I was dressed as a shark, wearing a bolo. Who was wearing the bolo? Me or the shark? Great question. The answer, yes."
I want to ask you one simple question. Explosions? Yeah, you knew that quote immediately.
Maybe we ought to just, like, set aside a date and just up and do it.
Well, we've all got Tabletop Simulator, haven't we?
I know I do. James has it too. I think he would love to get in on this. How about I just paste it in the YouTube partners chat and we just kind of see who bites?
Ooh, this is my chance to induct you all into Secret Hitler. Yes!
Possibly.
Oh, I already played it.
You've already played it?
Yep.
I enjoy it.
It's an interesting game.
Well, we could always wind up with Epic Spell Wars.
That's a name I haven't heard of.
Basically, it's you're all playing as a magical entity. You have a certain amount of life, and you are drawing and assembling cards to form your spells that you're throwing at each other in every round. The problem is all the component cards have different effects and attributes and things.
Are you sure that's Secret Hitler?
No, Epic Spell Wars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Secret Hitler with magical spells? Oh dear.
What Secret Hitler did you play?
Almost sounds like the Wolfenstein version to me.
Hitler cast Fireball. It's a critical success.
That reminds me of when you did a build stream, with a bunch of people from your Discord, and they decorated everything with pictures of Hitler.
Oh yeah, that one.
I got it, but that's pretty goddamn funny.
We never did find them all.
I remember I did something similar with Geo Darian's airship. That was fun. Except instead of Hitler, it was Goatsy. Said it took them weeks to find all those pictures.
That's the problem with inviting random people to work on stuff with you. Sometimes they do things. It's the mild ones that detonate nuclear bombs in your ship's hull. You got to watch out for the ones that dick around with decorations and stuff. Actually, if Kevin is still watching, that's something he needs in his guide. How to troll other players in build mode.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, you ready to go, Ion?
Yep. I'm in.
Okay, do you guys want me to put down a fortress to build off of? Or are you all good?
I'll be alright.
Was that a yes or a no? I couldn't tell.
I think... Little Kari, do you want a fortress?
Nah. Because I got my ship being built.
Okay. And do you want one?
No, it's, I need to do some work on that weapons fortress I've got anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Kevin, you need to include in your guide the vitally important topic of how to troll random players in FTD build mode.
Yes. This is of the utmost importance.
Yes, it must be included.
You also should probably...
By the way, this ship actually floats even though it's only half complete. and filled with water.
I was gonna say
That's a good
maybe
sign.
you ought to include links to like troll websites. Maybe stuff with some really nasty gifs, something like Meat Spin.
I don't think we should endorse that particular side of it.
No Meat Spin? Okay. Just throwing it out
No.
there. I mean,
If people want to use that, they'll find it on their own.
hey, glad to hear that, Dan.
That's working good.
Yes, he's playing Satisfactory, I believe.
Yes, I saw in the comments. What's been happening with that game lately? I've not been paying attention to the updates for a while now.
Well, they have nuclear power now,
I knew
Now,
that.
yeah,
They have
I knew
trains
that
as well.
which
I knew they
took
had trains.
longer than the
Oh, the
nuclear
trains got
power
longer.
plant.
Well, Kari, you might want to move your ship back a few meters if you can.
Alright, I'll just slap a jet.
I just want to do a twist test, and I'm afraid I might drop this on you.
We're a multiplayer, just caps lock it.
That's right. Okay. And now my guns will not turn. Why? I think I got a theory.
Steam. And I'm just going to throw a big ass one.
Now the question is, what's more important? A faster, consistent fire rate or a double tap?
Good
Yes.
question.
Because that's what I have to look at with this 3mm cannon. I've got a single and double barrel versions.
I see.
And honestly, it works out the overall fire rate is slightly better on the single barrel. And it's a little bit cheaper as well.
They. Oh, nope, never mind. That's one block off. But I'd say, they removed the ability to slap the largest pistons on its side. Nope, it's just off a block.
You know what? Primordial stuff's about burst fire. I'll do the double barrel one. Because fun.
Are you still working on your primordial ship there?
Yeah, you remember what we were talking about when we were in build mode yesterday?
What about it?
Taking that
Actually, I need to
heat
spawn a layer
explosive
in.
hybrid shell and putting it onto the bigger cannons.
Oh, yeah. I need to get me a layer.
Yeah, I'm going to start tearing down one of the bigger cannons and doing that to it.
Okay, do you think I moved back far enough?
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Actually, what am I doing? It'll be fast to modify the already modified one. Oops.
Why can I not place this silly thing? Oh, yeah, that's right.
So why couldn't you turn this? Before you delete this next turn, let me see.
What turret?
The back turret.
Oh, I know why. Or at least I got a good theory.
Yeah, I see it already.
Yeah, the 3x3, I thought it would be able to turn around that, but it doesn't.
No. There's another reason.
What?
Use the cup of and look down your turret.
Did I put something in the way?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about? Those 3-meter beams at the bottom?
Nope. I'm talking about the cooling vents you put in the corners.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I just happened to look at it and it's like, huh, that is a filled spot where it should be. If you really need cooling, you can just shove a bunch of it into the turret.
Let me see something. Though it is my fault for not checking to make sure it like turned before I started putting it on there. It's rotating just fine now. Weird.
And I did fix.
Sorry, what's up?
The fire rate is still busted on my side.
Did you respawn the ship?
Mind deleting my ship?
It won't delete while it's caps locked.
Kevin says he will be using guides to tease his custom campaign. When he's done with all of them, he will update all of them with a teaser in that empty space in the middle all my guides have. And Dan says, oh, and Satisfactory apparently added a boombox so you can program favorite songs. I've not used that yet. So basically, it's an MP3 player.
Oh well.
Cool, I get to listen to a loop of I'm a Barbie Girl. Most excellent.
In a Barbie world, it's fantastic, made of plastic.
No, it's Life in Plastic is fantastic.
Okay. It's said that we know the lyrics for this.
Only because I listened to that metal version that little Kyrie linked us to a while back.
Yes, there's a metal version.
Yeah, that's little Kyrie's fault, yeah. Yeah, so someone
Hey,
took Barbie Girl and redid it to a metal sound.
Metalized it. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Same with Camel Dancing.
What?
Yeah.
Camel Dancer? Did I hear that correctly?
Caramel Dancing.
Ted Danson?
No. Caramel Dancing. You know that meme about Sailor Scout girls doing bunny ears, dancing side to side?
I guess.
Caramel Dancing.
Which was created by a Swedish man.
Okay.
It'll be quicker if I just send you the link of the video.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. I mean, yesterday I exposed Dama to something I stumbled across, which had, you know, Dying Light.
And since I have trouble spelling it, I'm just going to go to his channel, find his...
Yeah, little V. Yeah, you know Dying Light. Okay.
Yeah.
I linked Dama to something yesterday which I stumbled across on the day of the Queen's funeral, which is
Oh yeah.
yeah, a spoof on that, like poking holes at the logic and things, and they did a spoof on it like a few weeks back, I think about before or the time when her death was announced, which had the Queen as the new killer in Dying Light, and they were running around absolutely terrified.
Alright, here you go, Ordeal. But yeah, it's a Swedish song that's done in Japanese. A Swedish man created the song. It's in Japanese, and Lil V translated to English, and Lil V is also Canadian. We went around the world for that one.
Giggity. Do I need to explain what around the world is?
Everyone knows the world's flat. Come on, Dama.
Yes.
Not the one I'm talking about.
Don't make me turn these guns around and fire.
Who are you saying that to?
Dama.
You know what? I'm tempted to put a link to that dying light general chat so people can see it.
Oh god, it's got auto tuner in it and everything.
Yeah, see, went all out. Oh, you stopped it. I was listening to that on the stream.
My ears are beginning to bleed.
Don't blame you.
Okay, let's see. With the shell. 13 cooling is at 3. Right.
Yeah. You want to see the original cell these 76 were supposed to be firing instead of the sap?
Sorry, the what?
The anti-aircraft guns.
Who's this sap?
The anti-aircraft guns on my ship.
I know.
But yeah, it's the shorter ammo customizer. Nope, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. Because I actually have two ammo customizations on this one prefab.
Which
Yeah.
gun am I looking at?
The 6-barrel ones. Just give me a few
Oh, the
seconds to
shorter shell.
reassign.
Frag, pen depth, flak. That one?
Yep.
Interesting. I like what you've done with the turrets, by the way.
Wait, pen depth.
Yeah.
There's also a time fuse in there. That's a time fuse, as well as time fuses in there as well.
Yeah. I was looking at that going, what's he done there?
And depth is there just because, actually,
These still don't
I
want to
don't
turn.
even think I need the pen depth.
Yeah, that shell's not really going to do much penetration, because it's a flak and frag based shell.
Well, the timers are basically set to do here 0.03, I think 0.025 to be more precise. So these things are bursting right in front of the target. So the pen depth, I was just saying, alright, just in case the target's actually a bit faster.
Oh, so they can turn. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Those are the main guns. Take a while for one of these
in
guns
80
actually.
days for $80. What are you talking about there, Dan?
Oh, that's a certainly interesting way to set that up, Dama.
What?
The steams. The crank motors in the back.
Mm-hmm. You disapprove?
No, that's just just an interesting way. It's like, oh, never thought of doing that.
Oh. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how fast this thing will go once I install the power plants.
How far do I want the next anti-aircraft guns to be? Yeah, that looks about right.
Bit of a lag spike.
Wee bit.
Okay, fire rate 14.7.
Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, because I was kind of like, what the hell's he talking about?
Emptied out of sight. It's kind of small, so
Oh, I've just realised.
Realized what?
I said I was going to do the double barrel, and then I've gone and built a single barrel. Whoops.
Ion. Silly, silly Ion.
Well, the single barrel does have a 14.7 RPM on it, though.
Oh, so this is the turret net.
yeah,
This
that's
is
plenty of
colliding.
room. Yeah, I would say the turret keeps colliding with the turret.
Okay, that's what I'd done wrong.
So 14.7 rounds per minute on a shell that does
And that's still wrong. Son of a
2,800
bitch.
explosive in an 11 meter blast radius, with a heat impact of 28,500 times 15, and heat penetration rating of 28.
Question, Dama.
Yes.
You accidentally built on the turret when designing these.
What do you mean?
Let's see here.
And can you be more specific? I've done that lots of times.
Because I'm just gonna do this. Because the way it appears is you're using a 13 by 13 outer hull, while a 11 by 11 inner for the bar bed, which is for the turret.
And
Hey, so they can finally turn now. So
Yes.
never mind.
I think the turret necks are still kind of, yeah. There we go, that looks better. I think I'm going to round this off a bit more before I mess with it again. Yes, I like how that looks better.
Kevin just said, added a wall of text to my build, and now I'll be using nuclear waste for bushes.
Yep.
And Dan's telling me they've added another biome. Okay, that's cool. And improved the ones already there. I think that's the last thing I heard, yeah, that they're doing a bit of a map rework. So, I'm interested to see what they do with it. Kevin says, good job on the turret work. Dama.
Thank you. Except I think I might have screwed it up, but... Okay.
Also, I've increased the turret frame rate to 16.4 now. I think I'll keep the single barrel version as well as work out a double barrel one.
Yeah, that looks correct. Okay, cool. There we go. Nothing wrong with your boat there, Lokari?
Yep. Some blocks that are supposed to disappear weren't disappearing.
Oh, okay. Shenanigans?
Pretty much.
Shenanigans.
And you ever seen the movie Super Troopers?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Should I hang my head in shame?
It's a bit of a cult thing, so no. Very funny movie, though. I would highly recommend it. But, there was a joke about shenanigans from that, so yeah, that's kind of what got me thinking about it.
Speaking of thinking about it, Ian, have you ever heard of a game called Barony?
No, but I saw you mentioned it in YouTube Partners, that you were looking for people to play it with.
Yeah. It's a rather small game to file size wise.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to grab it myself, Ion.
Okay.
Think Minecraft, but with
Graphics wise.
yeah, graphics wise, and
Voxel-based graphics.
and it almost looks like it might play a bit like Diablo because stuff is like procedurally generated.
Yep. It concerns a dungeon crawler.
Cop movie? Yeah.
And if you just pick up the base game, you get a bunch of classes, but if you pick up the DLCs, you get a couple of races as well.
Yes, you're right, Yosemite Dan. They did make another Super Troopers movie.
As long as it's not what Starship Troopers 2 did to Starship Troopers 1.
Oh, different kind of trooper.
State Trooper?
Starship Troopers 1 actually did a decent job showing the bugs and the terrain and the props of the weaponry and stuff like that. In the second movie, though, there was just like stuck in this random tower, low budget graphics for the bugs, and you could literally see the flashing lights in the end of their guns.
Still had the full frontal nudity.
Don't know, don't remember. Oh yeah, they had that in the first one, didn't they?
Yes.
Always got to remember the important parts.
I have odd standards.
Yeah, it came from a different time, so...
And let's see, I need to... cut it off, and... see here, I need all of that ripped out. Now where is it still attached? Ah, if that's the right spot. I'm about to find out. Oh, that looks good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-oh. Okay. 24, 35, 72.
Thanks, you made me lose count. Thirty-four.
34 what?
Distance between the two AA mounts or
Oh.
sections.
Okay. Has anyone seen the Finest Hour series we've been doing so far?
Nope.
Ian?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Thoughts? If any?
Not enough explosions.
Yeah. We probably spend more time playing around in the...
Yeah,
Um,
that doing fleet management and stuff is taking a lot of the time.
mhm.
But that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's nature of the
Yeah.
beast.
It's kind of hard to know when or if to cut anything out if you're doing multiplayer, so, you know.
Yeah, it's the format you've been using is one long session basically, and then using basically the whole session. I think because everyone's interacting from pretty much all of it, and that's what's causing you trouble.
Well, if it were just me, I would just record the bits where there's actually a battle taking place, and maybe like give a few what's the word I'm looking for? A few updates in between battles. What do you think, Dan? But yeah, usually when I'm doing it myself, I just use like a stopwatch, and I only record the actual battles. You know, without moving the fleets around. And then I just try to get like maybe half an hour's worth of battles. Someone's using the fill command.
Yep.
He says it's interesting to see how the combined arms ideas differ so much between you guys. I've really been rocking those bombers pretty hard now that you mention it. But proof is in the pudding.
Against ships.
Huh?
Yeah.
What was that, Ian?
They've been doing the job against the ships.
They've been doing the job against everything, and they're been so awesome for like sniping enemy resource zones too.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any bombers to speak of.
Don't like doing planes?
That, as well, have little understanding how to do planes.
Hopefully that's in Kevin's guide, how to do planes effectively.
I think he does.
Yeah, there are planes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not been any designs from me in Finest Hour yet, because ultimately the only designs I considered ready were fairly light attack helicopters, which unfortunately the weight of the ships we're up against, they probably be a liability. So that's why I've not put them forward to be spawned in when I've been there. So that's why there's a lack of my designs so far.
That's understandable, Anne. But for what it's worth, I did put one of your jackhammers on one of my ships.
Yeah, I contributed in spirit.
I just wish someone contributed spirits.
Good spirits, not the
I'm specifically talking about alcohol, but yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Good spirits.
So if I am using poles now for my designs, does that make me a polygamist?
Grown.
Bad pun.
Yes, I could just see like several face palms all at once happening.
Okay, I don't think I can pack any more.
Nerd polling. That's. Oh wait. Yosemite Dan says, "What are they calling the hooker in seven?"
Man.
Pole dancer, I think, is what you're referring to there, Dan.
Because I was about to say nerd polling. Now that's a term I haven't heard in a long time.
But everyone does it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone and their dog.
I think that's about as much internal mechanism as I can pack into that turret. Combined fire rate of 14.8 versus
Doesn't sound horrible.
16.4. So it's about 1 RPM difference between the single and double barreled.
Hmm.
It's just the double fires them in close succession rather than evenly spaced.
Okay.
Oh no, Dan, no.
What did he do?
Don't think it's a pole dancer. Maybe it's a politician. Maybe that joke mod crap is doing.
Look at the horror that I begot.
To be fair, Dan's been going this way a bit already. He commented on one of my stray videos and just puns. So
I believe I seen that. Yeah. Pretty damn funny.
It's actually a pretty interesting game, if you don't mind the punning.
so not prey, stray. My bad.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The key's nice.
I still think the cat needs a name.
I did actually suggest that. Oh wow. These shells actually go out to about 4 or 5 kilometers.
Did you do like a straw poll or?
No, it's only got 1 gunpowder charge in it.
No, I meant the cat name.
No, because no one suggested anything.
Okay. That sounds like some mischief to be had there.
Oh god. And if you can catch the episode, Merc. Thanks, Dan.
So what was that about the shell you were talking about there?
Oh yeah, sorry. These 333s, they weren't really arcing out to about 4 kilometers.
I love 333. It's got a lot of applications.
Yeah, though as I said, it's doing that with a single gunpowder charge on it.
So this ship has 1, 2, 3, 4,
It
5,
looks
6, 7 layers of armor. That should stand up to a lot, right? Oh, by the way, I got an appointment tomorrow, guys, so I won't be available for recording that day.
Alright.
Just had a big error pop up.
That would probably be the field command I use.
I didn't see one. Dan says my daughter named one Valkyrie, which I thought was cool. The other Ditto, which might be cooler. Okay. How about Kitty Meow Meow Von Fluffy Bottom the Third?
Sounds like you need to put that in the comment.
You know, what we should actually be doing is trying to find acronyms for the name. So, name the cat. Cat. Well, really, you name your cat? No, that's the acronym. The real name is blank blank blank.
Crazy ass something.
Crazy ass tiger?
Tiger would be giving a cat too much credit.
They are a mini tiger, I guess, but all mine has done so far is meow at things.
Okay, so I probably need a crap load of power for this thing. How are we on... Okay. I guess I don't have any... Nope, I do not. Cushy Avian Terror. That's not bad, actually. Do you guys remember the Steel Strider's Trident? I'm planning on making something similar to it. Will be an SS fan build. Okay. Someone's doing a live weapons test. How goes it, Lolkari?
Oh, the Marauder wasn't spawned by me. I'm just firing at its body.
I think we've more or less killed it between us, okay.
Until it starts respawning.
Yep, I think it's dead. So do we declare victory then?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dan says, "Oh damn, there is a why you know if you got all the inputs assigned, click the select unassigned and it either moves you to one or beeps." Okay.
I pulled it down. I was spying a Marauder.
Was I?
He pulled a Dama, he means he spawned it for a player fight.
I didn't realize I was a verb now.
To Dama. to spawn an intended enemy as a friend.
I'm just gonna first set the firing restrictions on these guns.
Why does this assign to all intakes not work? Seriously, there's something going on with this. It's like bugging out or something. Have I tried to all unassigned? No, I have not. It's like it doesn't want to keep the settings at all. I mean, it turns blue for a moment and then nothing.
I'm thinking multiplayer shenanigans.
Yep, same here.
Well, the crazy thing is if I actually build a shell customizer, it seems to take, but...
Yeah, but it's normally not the host that suffers these issues, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it just does not want to assign at all. But if I use like an actual shell customizer, it works just fine. I think it's got to be bugging out somewhere. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Dan. I'm just going to put on a shell customizer for the moment. I'll make sure that was the same one. Yep, okay. And that is completely fine.
Main guns use their sub-own ammo customizer. Might as well just get rid of that. That's not good.
What?
Where my ship is currently positioned.
Yeah, I am not entirely sure what's going on here, so I'm just going to go with something that I know works for the moment. This is why I'm so not easily swayed by new things, because new things can have a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not enough ammunition. That is something I can remedy. I imagine I'm going to need way more than what I got here. I'm debating if I want to give this thing large torpedoes. It's just they're so freaking expensive. Heavy armor. Let's do one of these. Put in some bulkheads. There. I'm almost at 500,000 materials here.
Cost-wise?
Yes. It is rocking some very large cannons here, so I'm sure that's a pretty good chunk of the cost right there. I'm going to drop some engines in here. Bring back our friend, the little Goliath.
There we go. I've got the turrets I've been working on buttoned up at least. That's all good.
I'm going to try doing a float test here. Seaplane torpedo bomber? I do have a torpedo bomber, but it's not a seaplane. I think we barely even had a chance to use it in the campaign so far.
Apologies, there may be a moment of lag.
Okay. I need control, ship's wheel. I'm just going to put some temporary rudders down in here. Or a temporary rudder, I guess. Why isn't this connected? And this is why I test things, people. So now we gotta fix this one. There we go.
Now, I'm going to try something that I've never tried before. The steam tanks.
What brought that on?
Just out of curiosity. And see if my idea works or not. Alright, back pressure needs to be that, but the front pressure needs to be low. I think how it works.
There we go. Now what do I do here? Whole pipe. And need to place more fuel blocks though. Oh. Just me, or do the seas seem a little rough at the moment?
It's been much worse.
Okay.
Yep, I was. Darn it. Doesn't work like I was hoping it would. Well, whoever designed the steam tanks, they do a really good idea. Because what do you normally do with tanks? Store things, right? And generally use it just in case if there's an emergency where you require it to be there. Like, when your boiler's missing. No! Doesn't work like that.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
How's it going, Dulcet?
Oh, doing okay. I see you're building a cruiser, or
It's
is it
meant to be a
already
battle
battleship?
cruiser, but for some reason it
Ah.
doesn't want to get to battle cruiser speed right now. Never mind the fact that this thing is rocking 7-meter props right now.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm kind of annoyed. It has more than enough engine power.
Oh, I have an idea. Are they already on manual, or are you using the automatic settings for the?
Ah, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because left and right and such steering via propellers. At least the middle one should have the
I'd like
only
something
push
to like
setting.
control the default settings for that crap. That's much better. Thank you for suggesting that.
No problem.
Heading 31 meters a second, 32 meters a second. $33, $34. I must have hit the wall or something. Yep, definitely hit the wall. Okay.
Alright, now I'm currently testing the ID hit back there. Not a good idea.
The what?
The how drive shafts.
Oh. You're saying mine's not a good idea, or...
It's not a good idea because all it does is consume more power than the engine power.
Could someone tow me back to port here with a tractor beam real quick?
Sure.
I'd appreciate it. It's like keep
Right
bouncing
now,
off the edge of the
this ship
world.
is currently sitting is on the waters. It's going 32 meters per second. And it's only one block above the... Are you sure you grabbed the right vehicle? Honestly, grab both of us.
I grabbed 222.
That's
that
mine.
one.
Mine's a
That
new
one.
vehicle, I believe. Oh,
Got-
no, it saved
got
a battle cruiser.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're fine. Alright. So I probably have way too much engine power in this, which is fine.
Oh, back of the hull it hasn't been completed yet. It can go roughly 18 meters per second backwards. Turn.
Sorry, were you a bit too close there?
I thought
It's about to run into him.
I thought I would just turn it in a direction that would have less terrain to glide into.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed at the parking job I did here. It's almost parallel to your ship, Dama.
I see that. Okay, I'm going to try dropping this again.
Yeah, I think I'll work on the rear another time.
$35 meters a second seems pretty reasonable. Oh, she's
Very
gone up to
fast.
36. I still need to put in a bit of active stabilization, though. I also need to put in her rudders. I almost said udders.
Quick, the battle cruiser has a distinct lack of udders.
Moo.
The problem must be resolved immediately.
And I hit the wall again. What frickin' wall did I hit this time? That one. Okay.
You hit a wall. Take 45 points of damage.
Let's see. Sub-object. I want a spin block. Then I want water, large rudders. Actually, I think I want to bring it down just a hair and then put the rudder on. And someone drug me back home again?
Yeah, I dragged you back when you said you hit the wall.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Dama, we dragged you back to home, not drug you back home.
You will... well, drugs may or may not have been involved.
It was all an illusion, Dama. Don't mind the talking cat.
Yeah.
I have a very stupid idea for this engine I'm making.
What makes it stupid?
Oh, come and look.
Oh my god. Why does the propellers do this shit? Anyway. What are you doing, Lokari? Is there cause for concern? Oh, hello. I don't think I've seen this kind of engine configuration before.
No, because I just made it on the fly.
Big.
And unnecessary, because I can make a better engine. Instead of just that, yeah, might as well design something like that.
Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. There we go. Oh my god, why does this bug out?
I mean, the shape of the thing keeps changing.
Yes. It's
Maybe
a
it's being
little...
confused because it's on a spin block.
I don't know, man. I do know it's annoying the fuck out of me, but...
Understandable.
And it's doing it again. Okay, let's just try that all over again from scratch, because that was getting really stupid. I've about had it with these goddamn rudders. Maybe I should just keep it small and simple.
Apply the KISS protocol.
I was about to say, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Hey J-Dog, welcome to the stream.
J-Dog, how's it going?
J-Dog says, boat? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yes, this is a boat. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
This is my boat. There are not many like it. Because I'm a crazy bugger and I just build random stuff.
Yes,
So
but
it's
it's
not
your
bad
random stuff.
Yes, my random stuff. J-Dog says, not bad sitting in laundry room waiting on the clothes dryer.
Aren't you starting college? Okay. Now let's... There we go.
No, I don't think 2 jackhammers is too much for this thing.
Laundry room
Only
in the bottom
two?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, only 2.
I was
Wait.
about to say, what have you done? And then, no, that is a very Ion thing to do.
What, just
Uh,
like, make ostrich turrets?
J-Dog is asking about someone's ship, but I'm not entirely sure whose. Is it mine that you're asking about, J-Dog?
How many guns does it currently have on it?
17 primary, 44 secondary, 2 tertiary. Primary is the main cannons,
Wow.
secondary are the rocket pods, tertiary currently controls just the jackhammers.
Kevin, that actually makes kind of sense. Oh yeah, this is going to be a battle cruiser.
So I'm going to integrate simple order cannons into group 3 as well, because that's primarily going to be the anti-aircraft kind of group. J-Dog says, yeah, the 8-gun ship Dama is working on.
Mm-hmm. That would be me. Yeah, she's going to be a battle cruiser. I might have to go back and rip out some engines because it seems that I have used way too many, but that's perfectly fine because I'll just make her cheaper. She's getting about 30 some odd meters a second earlier.
Kevin said, did you know that Hesh deals more damage underwater?
Yes, I saw that.
I was not aware.
Makes sense.
So I should tell these guns to not aim above the waterline then?
It's up to you, Ion. It's your ship.
Well, the thing is, they've actually oh no, that's Hesh, not Heat. Never mind. They're not the kind of shell I'm using.
You can make a really small but powerful engine for this, because it won't take much of a...
You want me to put my what in your mouth?
I'm just mumbling to myself.
Oh, okay.
Dama, do you mind if I try something real quick?
I don't know. What do you want to try?
I want to see what one of the trebles does against your side armor.
Uh,
Because you've got a lot of armor there.
yes, I do. Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Yeah, you could do it on mine as well.
Well, the problem is aiming at a friendly target, so... I mean, we tested against, what was it, Primo Victoria, Dama?
Yes, the Prima Victoria Mark II.
Yeah, we tested that with an enemy simulator, and my guns could shred the outer layers of armor on it.
Mm-hmm. Took a little bit.
It couldn't knock out the heavy armor layer, but because it was heat rounds, everything behind the armor layer got shredded as well. So,
Yeah,
not
that
too
sounds
bad,
about
huh?
right.
okay, let's try just one. This won't be a full barrage.
My current armor setup is just solid block, so...
Kev says the hash damage gets better with depth. I could see that, yeah. Since it's relying on concussive force, and Water is very hard to compress, so yeah, I can see how that'd be very dangerous like that. So, what do you think, Ian? Is it getting through the armor well enough for your liking there?
It's pulling apart the outer layer, but the problem is that the rambots are repairing the armor, so it's struggling to capitalize on the whole.
I see. Okay.
I think overall the effects would be... Actually, this would be slightly better in the long run against this than it would against the Prima Victoria, because this craft doesn't have a layer of heavy armor in it. So it could actually tunnel all the way through, given enough time. But yeah, because it's thicker, it is taking a bit more to actually get there.
Hmm.
But then again, that's why I started adding some bigger guns as well.
Question, Ian.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you remember that ship that you made to fight one of my battleships, and you had to give up on it because it was getting too big for your computer?
I know you don't mean the Vexarius.
I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
Whatever became of that thing?
still got it saved actually.
I know
If you
you.
want to like, I can bring it in.
No, don't bring it in. I was just curious if you tested it with the new RAM that you got here recently. See if that.
I
Needed.
have not actually.
Okay.
1 moment, just test fire. Ooh, ouch.
What'd you do?
23k kinetic and 24k explosive in one salvo.
Hmm.
Yeah, the big guns definitely a bit better against this armor. Yeah, Vexarius. I believe, if I recall, it was like 2 different things that made me stop development on it. First was, yes, it was getting kind of big, a little bit. And the other was, that was about the time when they changed how shield disruptors worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the big shells are tearing more chunks out of your surface armor. But again, with repairs, can't tell how much internal damage they're actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for being my guinea pig, Dama.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, you know I'm always up for returning the favour and letting you blow my stuff up, so...
Error code.
I'm still not getting them on my end.
I'm gonna save what I've been doing just in case. I think the error code is normally like when something has a big desync.
That's a good possibility.
Because I always have an error code when I try to join multiplayer build lobby if I had Finest Hour loaded instead. But then backing out and coming back in because it's switched back to Nita, it's okay. Let's see.
Okay, so this is way too much engine power for what I need. I think. But I do need an AI suite still, so let's move this up to here instead.
Oh yeah, in its incomplete state, the Vexarius currently costs 2.6 million resources.
Jesus.
I kind of want to spawn it in now, just to see what it's like nowadays. But that would get in everyone's way a bit.
Probably.
At the very least, it'll probably force degraded mode.
Probably.
By the way, there's going to be roughly 6 AA guns per able to be fired on you a single target at once for this anti-aircraft cruiser. And that's the small, fast-firing ones. 76-2s.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to perform a little bit better than my AA cruiser.
And that's not including the main guns, which are dual purpose.
Okay, so I need to start pulling out these engines.
Yeah, do you want a copy of my AA gun, Dama?
Actually, I have a copy of it. Remember we used it in that
Oh, yeah.
airship?
That is adorable, Ion.
Oh,
Well,
you've seen this double autocannon thing I'm looking at.
Yeah.
adorable. How so?
Well, I think that it gets the Okari stamp of approval, so yeah, that's the main thing.
What's adorable?
Come see the little gun that Ion's standing next to.
Oh! Okay, yeah. Cool.
Right, so yeah, this is the. I mentioned I was going to be putting simple autocannons onto the cruiser I'm working on, and this is that turret. I just need to finish it up a little bit.
Alright, so now do some PID work here. Just a couple of general purpose will get me by. Pitch. Pitch. So, question for you guys.
I'll potentially have an answer.
Well, this is concerning the update that allows or that requires a certain level of stability for accurate shots.
Oh, that'll do.
Yes. So my question is, do you feel that making that change requires new people to learn PID?
No, I think it more on makes them force them to learn how to build a stable ship first. PID isn't it while powerful, it isn't exactly necessary.
And if your craft's too unstable anyway, then that's going to be a problem. So, if anything, it encourages building more inherently
Stable
stable
crafts.
and evenly balanced craft.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
PID can't work with rules. It's very effective,
So-
but it can't do everything.
Okay, just
Yep.
curious.
I don't have that much experience, but I would agree that ships are not that heavily impacted. It's more a thing if you want to put guns on plane.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like agile fighters and stuff like that. I mean, gunship style crafts, they inherently don't move around anything like as much as a fighter, so they've got much more stability for their weaponry.
Okay.
Though hovercraft and helicopters seem to suffer a little bit.
And I'm sure airships as well, but airship that might as well just be an oversized hovercraft. I'm going to be
depends,
completely
because-
honest.
What seems to affect it is Sorry, I got sidetracked there for a moment. What seems to affect it really is overall motion as well as rolling and rocking around and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it affects hovers and helicopters because the up and down movement as they maintain a general altitude actually seems to be affecting the instability of the weaponry.
Kevin says new people might not even know that that is a thing in the first place. Plus, on all the weapons, not just APS, lightning hoods got game ended.
Yeah, their lasers would be messed up pretty bad because high speed hydrofoils, yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. Yeah, that would be messing their accuracy up big time.
I could see that, yeah.
Oh hey, we've had an indirect nerf to lasers.
Yay!
They are no longer as accurate if you put them on 2 mobile craft. And honestly, that affects particle cannons as well. So, yeah. Good? Question mark?
Alright, I think I'm gonna do another test here. We're gonna see how well she turns. Let's see, I need a chair, I think. Alright, she's turning pretty good. Already at 27 meters a second. Looks like I judged the amount of engine power needed pretty closely, so that's awesome. Although I do believe these are defaulted to use or to charge batteries. I might have to fix that. She's doing 34 right now. Here. Just to make sure that none of them are doing batteries here. "36 meters a second. That sounds like it'd be pretty good, right?"
Sounds excellent to me.
Yeah,
Faster than my stuff.
yeah. So this thing goes like 70 miles an hour? Give or take?
More like 90? Or wait, no, that's kilometers per hour.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the conversion is, but I know for meters per second, it's like 2.2 to get miles per hour.
Let me check. 36 meters. 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 36 meters.
I want to put some turning thrusters here in the front, but I'm not entirely sure where I could do it. That may work.
80.5 miles per hour. If you're talking land miles, sea miles, it's a bit less.
Gotta admit though, that's a pretty hefty number.
How fast is your ship again, Dama?
It can go up to 36 meters per second.
Ah, my light cruiser can keep up with it.
Nice.
Of course, again, I don't have it flood with air or currently filled with water, so that's still submerged. Might as well see. Air pump, go.
So what are you doing right now, Dulce? Anything interesting?
Oh, I'm just building new gram turret
Okay.
and test shooting it at the crossbones to see if I get through the defense.
From what I hear, its new CWIS is pretty nasty.
Oh yeah. Seems like the medium size watt barreled turret on the sides are shooting something really nasty. I have yet to conquer one of the new ones, and yeah, not gonna cheat. So yeah.
Cheat is such a dirty word. Think of it as a tactical
Well-
advantage.
Well, everyone has its own code of honor, and I don't like to peek before I have conquered one of the vessels.
No, that's fair. Seriously? Weird. I'm kind of tempted though to change these poles over to heavy armor poles. Cost right now is like a little under 500k. Right now, the only things that have heavy armor is the ammo itself and the AI suite. And then again, that would make the ship sink a lot lower and I'd lose a bunch of speed. Don't call.
.4 meters per second. Now, since it's actually floating in the water instead of just rolling at its natural buoyancy. So, can someone come and grab me with a tractor beam?
Vehicle 2222.
Yep.
Uh-oh, I think Ian just grabbed me too.
No, I might have triggered the factory menu before I switched over to Lokari, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
I'm still going backwards a bit. Oh, I'm slowing down though. Never mind.
No, Tatooine's already been released on you, so.
Thank you.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. That's an island between me and you.
So let's put in a torpedo launcher, shall we?
Okay, I just fired at it and checked the impact on my shells. Whatever it is, it hits for 2000 each time. A shell that had 14,000 health barely made it through.
What are you shooting at? Oh, the crest one still?
Crossbones. Yep.
That sounds like an awfully good sea whiz to me. Do you know what it's using? Like, if it's kinetic or whatnot?
I'm gonna slow down. Maybe I can see the shells. when
Oh,
they
you could just
actually
hit
come.
F11 and just pause it. Okay, let's see how big a torpedo I got here. Oh yeah, that's a lot of room to work with. Let's see, torpedo sonar, propeller, fins, fuel tank, one turn, and actually I think I want
What
these,
is
but it would be frag. What's
what
that,
is
Olsen?
an all what is an all golden shell? The
That
shell looks
sounds like
completely brass.
that sounds like frag to me. I mean,
Yeah,
not
that
frag, but
No?
flak. I'm
frag.
sorry.
Yeah, that would be black.
Yeah, flak are yellow colored.
Hmm. The explosion it has looks like a regular explosion, so I'm a little bit confused. Hmm.
I wouldn't have forgot the ballast tank on this silly thing. And let's see.
But yeah, it definitely has some spread damage. The shell nearby is getting damage too. One taken out. Oh, the second hits the turret.
Yeah, that looks pretty reasonable right there. I might need to expand my magazine after installing this. Yep, definitely going to need more ammo. go. Hmm.
Yeah, okay, you're correct. It's a flak warhead.
Okay,
Ooh,
good.
heavy stack. At least 8 segments flying my way.
I cannot seem to find this stinking turret.
My turret?
No, 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 no. I'm looking for the casemate ones that I made.
Hmm.
Ah, here we go. That's the little darling I was looking for. Probably need to take some measurements though to make sure I'm placing these right. Guess that's 3 meters.
I'm going to get off FTD for now.
Okay.
One question.
Yes.
Do the damaged shells let damage on impact? Like when they start out with 20,000 hit points and the hit points get reduced to 10,000, do they just have the damage?
Say that again?
If my shell in flight to the target gets damaged, is the percentage of damage it does when impacting the target also affected?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Ian, how about you? Ion?
Oh, how long has my microphone been off? Jeez. You're talking about an armor piercing shell, right? And you're asking about how going through more layers of armor affects it, right?
No, no,
No.
no, no, no. I'm talking about crumb shells that during flight get hit by Zeus because the numbers that the cannon shows when it's fully loaded and the number I did when it actually hit are quite different.
Um, are you taking into account that velocity changes over time? So the shell's going slower,
Oh,
so it does damage.
Yeah, generally for
oh,
my
okay.
series, I generally go with AP, HE, or some sort of flag with the fragmentation on it. Unless your shell is extremely quick, AP isn't worth much in a Sea-Wiz. And you're looking at railgun speeds, by the way.
Yeah, I mean that's why my jackhammers are explosive based.
Yep. And secondly, you also have to figure out the timer offset. Because if the explosion's not big enough, it's not going to hit the shell. If it's behind it.
No, maybe I worded it wrong. It was about my cram shells that are flying towards the crossbones and they get hit by Zeus, and when they impact, they seem to do quite a lot less damage than the cannon fully loaded shows before firing. And okay, the kinetic part is reduced due to loss of flight, but still also the high explosive part seems to be less powerful, and both
Crossbones is
shells had penetrated the armor and detonated inside the target.
the numbers are always going to be lower against the crossbone because it is an explosion going up against metal beams. So
Ah, okay.
the armor of the metal beams will be reducing the explosion damage.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, because the actual explosion is, if I recall, it's like 4 AP on a raw explosion blast. So any half decent armor can quickly reduce the actual blast yield.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So that's why explosives are extremely good against vehicles
Light
with weak
targets.
armor plating, but they tend to struggle once heavier armor becomes involved. Unless they can find a weak point in that armor to get through. What the AP-HE does is it's trying to use the AP aspects to punch past the armor and then
Into the
hopefully
squishy
detonate the
bits.
shell inside to hit something a bit more vulnerable.
The squishy bits.
Like
Yep.
a cannon or an engine room or ammo stores or something like that.
Yeah.
Against the actual arm blocks itself, it will be doing reduced damage.
Okay.
I thought he was asking if the damage of the incoming shell was reduced by the sea was chipping away at it.
Yeah, the actual HP loss to the shell. As far as I know, that's not really a factor.
Yeah.
It's just if the shell HP hits 0, it either disappears, or if it's got a payload on it, it detonates.
Hmm.
Okay.
I can see how you come to that logic there, since I believe that's how huge missiles work. they become less powerful the more the COS chips away at them.
Yeah, because I know that developers are generally a lazy bunch. I've seen it in many games. They like to do copy and paste if they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yep. I used to play a game where the first developers had used it to some extent, and then after a few generations of developers have changed, and new guys decided to work on old code, it had really surprising results, which made a lot of tactics that we were used to totally obsolete and buffed them themselves.
Sounds familiar.
You ever played Anarchy Online?
Actually, I was referring more to the FTD developers. Um,
Ah,
yeah. One of the reasons that they give quite constantly that they can't implement an idea is they blame it on spaghetti coding.
I've seen spaghetti coding called Rimworld. Pathfinding code. I swear that code is just held together with duct tape and goodwill.
Most devs prefer to use wishful thinking.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
now imagine working on code that is like 15 years old with an old engine and old plugins and like 5 generations of developers. Um,
I think that's the most secondaries I ever put on a ship.
guys, I
Hmm.
just watched another shell fly and it actually lost damage shown when it was hit by the COS. So there is a damage reduction on gram shells when they are hit in the air.
Okay, good to know, thank you.
Not surprised.
Yeah, another case of yeah. Let's use this piece of code. It's been working on some other missile too, so let's use it on the gram shells. Here, I'm at 14,000 explosive damage right now, or 14,700. I'll tell you when it's close enough and getting shot at how much it sinks.
I don't know why, but my cell phone keeps buffering the stream. There.
Under 14,000, 13,300. And now it impacts. Yeah. So there was a reduction, definitely. Need more guns.
Always need more guns.
Okay, I think I'm
More
happy with
Dakar.
this.
What was that, Ian?
I think I'm happy with this tertiary turret I've been working on.
Okay. Anything you want to tell us about it?
I've just been decorating that double autocannon turret little Kari saw.
Oh, okay.
So it's just 2 autocannons on a 1-axis turret and then an elevation turret. So pretty darn simple.
Simple can be good.
That's meant to be like slot in where you want it kind of turret. One thing to note is it doesn't actually include a local weapon controller of its own, so it does need that, but that's because it's just so compact as well.
You can't find a 1x1 spot to put in one?
That's all it needs. It's literally the turret is a 1x1 footprint with 2 autocannons bodged in to fit in that space.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just got 50 cal bolt action in this game I'm playing.
Was that the one you were telling me about earlier?
Showerline? Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a 50 cal.
you have a look at the prow of your ship, Dama?
What about the prow of my ship?
Just so you can see what I've been doing.
Oh, one moment here. Not bad. And just plain old autocannons, I guess?
Yep.
Nice.
You see there's an elevation turret in there as well.
Mm-hmm. I was poking around in there a bit.
Yeah, I can see you going through all the decoration meshes and things. So I guess overall it's a 2x2 turret in shape, though it's built around that 1x1 mounting point. I think I'm going to call it there as well, actually. That's all right.
Okay.
You know what time it is? Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed what time it is.
Okay. What time is it for you over there right now?
Nearly 10 o'clock.
Around 9. Yeah, 10.
That's a little late. Okay. Well, I guess I should probably wrap it up there then. So with that said, if you guys like what you've seen here today, please let us know with a like, comment, or even better, subscription. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day, and keep your armor high. Later, guys.